Good evening, everyone. Welcome. This is Pamela Marie Edmunds, and this is Love Never Dies radio show. And I'm broadcasting to you from the beautiful Red Rocks in Sedona, Arizona. And today is December 23rd. It is, I'm going to say, almost the height of the holiday energies. And yep, I wore my little Santa hat and don't tell anybody. My hair needed me to wear the hat. And that's a common thing for anybody, male or female. I needed the hat. But anyway, just get into the mode, get into the mood, the swing of the holiday seasons, whatever holidays you may acknowledge in your life. And tonight is a show titled uh, it's Love Never Dies radio show, but our show tonight is holiday messages from your loved ones. And I am your medium, Pamela Marie Edmunds. I have been doing radio now for, oh gosh, 20 years. My previous show was Bridge Between Two Worlds. And, as you grow, sometimes you've got to change things a bit. And that's what happened for me. It was time for me to move on, and Love Never Dies is what's come forward. And doing it here on Zoom. Yes, I understand everybody once in a while has a little challenge getting in. I too have had those challenges with Zoom. Yet is a little bit more of a personal connection that occurs. And you can mute your voice, which is always the best thing to do while we are just conversing here. And you also can hide your screen. You can hide behind your screen if you wish, although it's great to always see people. So, as I said, I am a medium. I have been doing this work for over 20 years. And I also have been hosting radio. I'm a healer. I'm an animal communicator. And for reference to this particular show, Love Never Dies, I do have a page for everyone to refer to if they can't find information on Facebook or anywhere else. It's on my website, PamelaMarieEdmunds.com, and just go look for Love Never Dies. So the contact information is right there, and the list of upcoming shows, of which at the moment, next week, I have one show, a wonderful medium coming in from Connecticut, Elaine Kosmeskis, and we're going to be talking about healing with spirit. And for anyone who, for example, healing with spirit could simply be a message, right? If you're not feeling well, spirit can give you a nudge to do or take something to help you feel better. There's a lot of ways things can happen, but Elaine Kosmeskis has written a number of books, and she's a wealth of knowledge, and she's a teddy bear. She's a sweetheart. So watch for that next week. And the week after, I'll be doing a show. I haven't quite titled the show yet, but what I choose to do is bring a guest on every other week. And for those of you who wish to listen to shows that have already been broadcast, they are all put on YouTube. And at the moment, they're on Pamela Marie Edmunds on YouTube. I am in process as I figure it out, because these technological things that can be very challenging at times, is to create another channel specifically for Love Never Dies. It is in process, and send me some good thoughts on it. That way you can just tune in there and listen. And wonderful guests. We do have, matter of fact, Guy Dussault here with us tonight, and we have a show with him, Signs from Our Loved Ones. And check out his Facebook page sometime. Facebook group, excuse me. He has two of them, and they're a wonderful opportunity for you to believe and understand that our loved ones do survive after the death of their physical body, and that we can communicate with them. So tonight, messages of love from heaven, excuse me, holiday messages of love from heaven. Do most of you realize when we have a party, we have a get together, that our deceased our loved ones who passed on most often show up with us. Yeah, especially if they used to be part of that party when they were here in the physical form. And that's what this is all about right now. Anybody who's getting ready for a holiday dinner or just going to hang at home, know your loved ones are around. And that when you're thinking of them, very likely they're giving those thoughts, they're putting those thoughts into your head. Wonderful gifts. So I'm going to start doing some message work. We have a couple people, but we have a couple people more people who are interested in coming, and trust they'll show up if they're meant to get a message. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to start with Sharon. I've got somebody by the name of Sharon here. And if you can unmute, go back to where you muted your mic, Sharon. And do you have is your computer capable of doing a picture? Can we see you? Or
no,
do you prefer not to be seen?
I haven't got a webcam. So
Oh, okay.
Hence what so you have my voice to go
That's
by.
fine. That's fine.
Tune into the vibration of my voice. Yeah.
Right. And we spoke real briefly before we started the recording for tonight, and you acknowledged that you are calling in from the UK.
Yes.
All right. And that it was midnight there. That wonderful for you to come join us. And you have a lot of people in spirit, but I feel like you've got somebody in specific that you're looking for. Am I correct?
Yes.
Can you give me a first name so we can narrow it down, please? And
Albert.
That's all the information I want for you. Say again.
Albert.
Elvis.
Albert.
Albert.
Yes.
Albert.
Yes.
Can I say he's got feisty energy?
Yeah.
I just all of a sudden, as you said, Albert, I says feisty.
Do you know who he is?
Pardon?
Do you know who he is?
No, I'm not sure. You don't need to tell me anymore, dear. All right, please. This is called refraining from feeding the medium. Okay? And for those who are listening now and who may be listening to this after the recorded show, is don't give us any information about the loved one. It's about us being able to give it to you. Okay? This gentleman has some issue with their teeth before they passed.
May have done.
Okay, because I'm feeling like I've got some sort of discomfort and maybe even had a tooth pulled. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. Okay. Oh, thank you. This one here would have loved putting on a Santa hat. Loved to play the role.
I never saw him wear a Santa hat.
Could you see him? Is that his personality? That's what I'm feeling. His personality. He would have enjoyed the holidays. He would have enjoyed having fun.
Yes.
And sometimes he had fun in the wrong ways, didn't he?
I wouldn't know about that.
Okay. Did he drink a little bit? He's telling me he might have tied one over.
What do you mean?
Tied one over. I was hoping maybe that you would comprehend that from the UK. Basically, he would have drank a little bit too much. Tied one over. He overdid it.
No, I didn't know him to overdrink.
Okay. All right. Okay, then maybe something hang on. All right, thank you. He had an issue with his heart before he passed?
Yes.
All right, because I feel like I'm drawn very much to the heart in my body. Yes. And I feel like there's some irregularity going on. And because of this irregularity here, there's irregularity going on with his breathing.
Yes.
Okay, the two of them somehow come together, okay?
Yes.
And he passed very quickly is what he's telling me to say to you.
Yes, that's what I understand. Yes.
And therefore, he wasn't caught up in the pain. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. And I want to let people know that. I want to mention that here now. When people hit a certain level of pain when they're getting ready to pass, what they do simply is step out of their body. Their body may still be functioning, but their essence, their spirit has stepped out of the body. So they're not feeling that intense pain. Okay. And I want to say that's a gift. That's a gift for them to be able to step out of their body. This one he's got a great smile. He's well liked.
Yes.
And yes. And he's saying he's got your heart.
Yeah. Tell him I love him. I miss him.
Okay. But you understand how he says that. He's got your heart.
Yes.
Okay. And he visits you at night. And he says that you know when he's in the room.
Yes.
And it's almost like you're that far away from touching him, he says.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And
tell him I wish I could see him.
Oh, but you can tell him he's listening. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm receiving from him. You can give him information. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Can I is he sending those 11s?
He's been helping you raise your consciousness in regards to being a spiritual lady.
Right.
And I would say that's tied to that, okay?
Yes.
He would have wore glasses, but for
Yes.
some reason I'm getting a very different look of the glasses in regards to what you see with me and what he would wear, okay?
Yes. Yes.
All right. And this time of the year, as it got cold, he would wear a scarf around his neck and he would bundle up to keep warm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And galoshes, did he used to wear galoshes at one time? Do you understand what galoshes are?
Waterproofs.
Yeah, good.
He may have done. Yes.
Yeah. He wants me to tell you that, okay, he's got your heart, yet he says he wants you to know that you can still share it with someone else along the way here.
Yes.
All right. His hands are sore. There's what's the word I want to say? There's something in his hands, an arthritic pain, or he's done something to his hands. Do you understand what he's talking about?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, I'm here massaging my hand because I'm trying to get the pain out of it. And he says he was good with numbers too, wasn't he?
Yes.
Okay. And he's telling me that you've been searching for something that's missing in regards to his passing, him and his passing, and that you haven't looked in all the secret places. And there's a key for this particular one that you haven't looked in. Do you comprehend what he's trying to tell you?
No, can you tell him to elaborate more?
There's a drawer, or there's something where this key will open, and he left some documents inside this.
I got those.
You got those. Have you looked through them all thoroughly, he says?
Not thoroughly, no.
Okay.
But I did manage to get all of his documents, tell him. And I tell him I know about the key. I got the things from that drawer. Tell him, yes.
Wonderful. And it's always great that there's a piece of evidence that comes up here. And He says the doctors could not do anything more for him.
Okay.
You were concerned.
Yeah, tell him I'm sorry I wasn't with him when he passed. Tell him I'm sorry I didn't see him before he passed.
He says he didn't want you there. Do you understand that?
A little bit more, please. A little.
He wanted you to not have a memory of him passing.
I understand. And
that would have been an emotional burden for you to keep. Okay.
Yes.
That's yes.
And tell him
he wants you to pursue the development of your own skills with spirit. He says
a bit more.
He says that you're very good with it and you could be helping people.
Which has a medium or psychic?
Well, there's a difference between a psychic and a medium.
Yes.
Right? A medium brings through messages from loved ones. A psychic usually tunes into the energies around people and focuses on what happens for them in their lives. Okay? So there is a difference. I'm going to leave it there, okay? All right, he's talking about you blowing out candles.
Blowing out candles.
Out candles. And I'm feeling I'm with a birthday cake. No. Somebody's got a birthday cake that they're blowing candles out on.
Right.
Around you. I'm going to leave that with you. He likes to play games. Okay? And he wants you to remember whose birthday is right around now. I'm leaving that with you because I'm not sure what he's talking about. That's all he is giving me right now, Sharon.
Remember whose birthday is round about now?
Yes.
Around Christmas time?
Yes.
There's nobody in the family who had a birthday around Christmas time.
First of the year, then?
No. Okay. Not in January, no.
I'm going to leave that.
Can I ask Pamela, is it around late December? Is it a non-family member? Is that where he's...
There's somebody who is somebody who you care very much about, who's got a birthday right between the holidays.
Is it a male?
I'm not gonna start going into answering questions, okay? I'm just giving you what he is giving me. And I feel it's somebody who's younger generation. Okay.
And what does my dad what's he saying about that?
Basically, he wants to say happy birthday. He wants a piece of the cake. He's got a sweet tooth, doesn't he?
Yes.
And although almost like he's a kid, wants to take his finger to the icing. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I leave you with lots of love from this one, and him picking you up and giving you a teddy bear hug. Something about a teddy bear hug. I'm going to leave you there.
Thank you.
And we hope. Yep, you're welcome. And we hope more people show here, because otherwise it's going to be Sharon and Guy getting messages tonight. This is amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Pamela.
You're welcome. I had some 17 people who I sent messages back to who had requested information on the show. So anyway, interesting. Thank you for calling, coming in from the UK. Wonderful.
Thank you for your message.
You're welcome. Now, Guy Dussault, wonderful. I mean, you mentioned you tried getting into the show a week or so ago, and you didn't have the right numbers, and you managed to get in tonight. So can you please unmute your mic?
There we go.
Yeah. I know I've read for you before, and actually read for you recently, and I want to say is some reason I'm getting your mother coming in and her dancing.
Oh, I'd love to dance.
Her dancing, and her and your father made a nice item on the floor.
Yes, they did.
And it was definitely, can I say, a match made in heaven. The way they would move, the way that they interacted with one another, and the love that came from that interaction, and they're two of them being paired up together. Okay.
Right.
I've got them doing a few unique moves. And almost kind of she's almost on the floor. He's got her bent. He's holding her, but he is holding her. He's looking after her. He's watching over her. Do you follow where I'm going with this, huh?
Yes.
And the two of them gave you some real strong role models for you to bring into your relationships, of course, your partnership with your wife, and bring to your children. Okay. Are you the one with the birthday around this time? Was I with the wrong person? Is there
mine was a few weeks ago.
You had a birthday recently. Okay. Okay. But there's also somebody from the younger generation with the birthday between the holidays.
Yeah, one of my nieces.
Okay. Sharon, I apologize. You're both sitting here. It happens. But okay. Let me see if I can give you something other than something that you already know. Dad's doing some things with some wood. He used to tinker with wood.
Yeah, carpentry, masonry, do all kinds of stuff.
He's got a, I'm going to call it a small workshop or a work area that he used to work in.
Yeah, in his garage and then the basement.
Okay. And he almost lost a finger one time. Did you know about that?
Yeah, part of his hand working in my house.
Okay. Oh, it was more his hand than just a finger. Okay. Oh, wow.
And you about a half hour before if something's going to happen. I was going to call him down for lunch a little earlier. I said, nah, I'm just imagining things. And then I hear him make noise. I said, oh, crap. Sure enough.
So you were forewarned.
Yeah, like 20 minutes or a half hour before. I wanted to calm down for lunch early so it wouldn't happen. I said, no, just my imagination. And then I hear him scream upstairs. I said, oh, man, it happened.
Okay. So you were given a premonition.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Spirit gave you that nudge. Okay. And he was okay. It could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah, it could. It was on the table saw. He put his hand right on the blade. It could have been much, much worse, but he ended up being okay.
He was being protected. He was being very much protected. And I know you've got a son, Billy, on the other side. This has been since Billy's been on the other side, isn't it?
Yeah, Billy.
Billy used to watch out for him. It still does. Okay. I know they're both together. They playing cards?
They love to play cards.
And they're using either some peanuts or coins or something for an exchange.
Yeah, they used to do it like play pennies.
Okay. Interesting. And Billy used to win a lot, didn't he?
Used to weigh a lot.
Win a lot.
Oh, yes.
Win a lot. And he liked to poke fun when he did.
Yeah, kind of harass one another.
Yeah. And okay. All right. I want to be able to bring some information that's evidential, guys. Come on. Well, I want to go back to your father. This is because it's almost like the gang is all here. and they're each giving me pieces to the puzzle here. All right. Your father had some difficulties with mobility with that hand afterwards, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And he sometimes forgot that he had troubles with it. It's
yeah, he felt the cold. A lot hard for his hand to move.
Okay. And he didn't do much more in the way of carpentry after that, did he?
No, mostly masonry with us.
I'm going to say it scared him. And even though he never really said anything, it curtailed a lot of his work there. Ooh. Wow. That was traumatic. That was very traumatic. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Ooh. Come on, Spirit. We're gonna need some more people here. Some more evidence here. Okay, Guy. Your wife has a grandmother who she's very fond of that's on the other side. You would have known her, and I feel like she would have been a big part of the family get-togethers, and she would have brought some, I'm going to say unique food in relation to her background, okay?
Right.
And I've got actually two names. You know, as I've matured, I use Pamela Marie more and more. I'm almost like she's got two names that she that would have been used in regards to her. Do you follow what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And you can give this. You can let your wife take a moment to listen to this recording once it's posted, if you'd like. She's very proud of your wife and wants to say that she's taken on a lot more than she really needs to at times, right?
Yes.
She and her husband, you, are, can I say two peas in a pod?
Yes.
Okay. And it's almost like you have to literally tell her, can you slow it down a little bit? She doesn't always listen, though, does she?
No.
No. And you do the same thing, though, right?
Yeah, we do at times.
Yep. What? She's got another big party coming up. There's a family celebration. This is going to be right after the COVID-19 lifts, is what I'm hearing to tell you. And who's talking to them? I'm almost feeling this is a group with mom, with dad, with Billy, okay? And they're talking about it's a big celebration coming in, okay? And I'm feeling like it's in regards to one of the children, whether it's a baptism or something of that nature, where everybody's going to want to be there, all right?
All right.
Everybody will be there. And what I'm hearing is they're going to make it the life of the party, okay? Dad didn't necessarily do party like wasn't the life. Billy was very much so. But if mom and dad had a little bit of something to drink, not a lot, they could be up on the floor dancing, right? To any kind of music that was going, all right?
You could live on the dance floor.
Okay. Wonderful. And your dad wants you to go look through some old pictures and find some pictures of them dancing at the holidays. There's some from that time. All right, okay. And Dad's glad that you're going to be taking some more time off of work. He says, yes, you are. Okay, because you're really feeling the wear and tear on your body, he says.
Oh yeah, it's hard to move.
Okay. And he says, you can do some good things for that. A hot tub or something of that nature would be really, really good for you, he says. But also, he says, get somebody to work those kinks out. Okay. He says you deserve getting somebody to work on your body to help get those kinks out. So anyway, Come on, Spirit. We want some more people here tonight. I don't understand why, but hey, there's a whole gang that were interested in coming in.
Yeah, I posted.
I know you did.
I kept putting it to the top, I don't know, 5, 6 times.
Well, I had a number of people who responded to the Facebook event who I've never heard of. So hopefully they saw my reminder message. So anyway, but you know, Billy wants to say, he says, as you get a little more slow, you slow down a little bit and you take extra time for yourself. He says, you could be doing some of this a little bit more in regards to the mediumship work. He says, you already have the key to unlock the door, is what I'm hearing him say. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And he says, you could hear me a little bit better than you do. You already do. He says, but you could hear me, you could hear Dad, granddad. I'm not sure what term he's going to use for him. He had a what's the word I want to say? He had some sort of a nickname he would use for your dad. It wasn't the same that everybody else gave.
I don't remember.
Oh,
we all worked together for a while.
Right. Yeah. And you guys used to do some laughing and joking while you were working to help lift the energy up. You needed to. So
we always did.
Yeah. Right. Let's go back to your wife. She found some recipes, some old recipes that she hasn't used, and she's eyeing and debating whether she's supposed to be making them or not. And there's something for the holidays. Why would I want to do pasta around you? Is there an Italian connection somewhere?
Not that I know of. We call our granddaughter a little Italian because she's got quite a temper.
Okay. I'm going to leave that. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, Spirit, we need some more energies here. Bring in some more people, huh? Let me see what else we can bring into this. Come on, this is a lot of people wanted to come in. I've already shut my phone off, so I can't check to see if there's anybody having trouble. But basically, if they had the information, what else are we supposed to do with this time here, Spirit? Okay, I'm gonna leave you, Guy. I'm gonna leave you with, you get the whole gang, and there is a little bit of a party going on because there's family coming in tomorrow or tonight.
A little bit tomorrow, very, very little. Okay. Just my son, his wife, and our grandkids.
Okay.
I'm going to see my mother-in-law just for a short time.
Okay. Billy's talking about, oh, you going out looking at Christmas lights? Do you do that often?
No, we're supposed to take the grandkids to go check out the Christmas lights, but we haven't had it. Something's always come up that we can't. We hope to before they take them down. Okay. There's plenty of them over here. Okay.
And Billy did get involved with the computer a bit, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay, because he says do a search on the computer for lights in the different towns around you, and you'll get some insight other than just looking for them. Just looking for them.
Okay. Good idea.
Awesome. You guys have got me stumped here tonight. And I'm going to step. Thanks, Guy. Why don't you just hang on? I'm going to step over to Sharon again.
Hi.
Hi, Sharon.
Hello.
You're welcome, Guy. You got a lot of animals on the other side, don't you, dear?
I've never had pets.
You don't have pets? And who's the one with all the animals? Come on, guys.
Is it a male or a female?
Female.
Can't think. Can't think of anyone in the moment.
All right, then okay. Come on, guys. You put me on the spot here tonight. All right. Your mother is on the other side. That's an easy guess.
Yes.
And she's got a deeper accent than you do?
Yes, she's from a different part of the UK.
Okay, thank you. That's a piece of evidence. And she had issues, physical issues that would keep her from being as active as she could have.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm feeling like this isn't just in the end of her life. I feel like it would pop up various times throughout her life. Okay? Yes. And I feel like you, in some ways, would do some things that to make up for that difference. You would help out in the family, and almost like you're doing catch up for mom. Okay. Do you understand how I'm wording that?
No, can you elaborate a little bit more, clarify?
Okay. Example, mom has a project. She's getting the table set, or she's cleaning the house, and her energy is just not there to finish it. So you take on finishing whatever she started, correct?
She wasn't around in the home much. My parents split when I was young. They separated when I was a child.
Okay. Ask her to explain this. Okay. Her energy is limited in completing projects and chores. And somehow or another, you did step forward to help out.
I may have done, but I can't remember.
Okay.
When she was...
You're a young girl. All right. Can I say in some ways that you were a mother figure in place of her?
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like a surrogate mother type role. So
yes.
Okay, that's what she's trying to explain to me. It's like it isn't necessarily you taking on the mopping of the floor, but you being there for others. You taking on her position in some ways.
Yes.
Okay. And she says you grew up awful fast, didn't you, hon?
You could say, yeah. You could say.
But she says you're now understanding more about taking care of you, that you've got to have extra time for you, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. All right. You see her in your dreams too.
Really?
She comes into your dreams. She's on the other side now. She comes into your dreams. How can I say? And I feel like there's almost like she's putting a mask on. And when you see certain people come into your dreams, they don't quite feel fully like who they were, because your mother is overshadowing them. Does that make sense to you? I hope you understand. You have a sibling, a sister in spirit?
No.
Okay. You have a close friend who was like a sister who's in spirit?
No.
Mother is talking about a female who was close to the family, like a sibling, like a sister.
Right.
And how she comes in during the dreams, but it's almost like there's a flavor of your mother coming in through with it.
Yes.
I
think I understand. Yes.
She's a little different. Okay, thank you. She was the time she was here, she had difficulty communicating, didn't she?
That's right.
That's what's going on. See, she's bringing it through me, and I'm trying to figure out that she's having challenges speaking, okay? She's having difficulty, I want to say, not just speaking, but forming her words from up here.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And I feel like we're talking either a birth defect or some sort of an injury.
She wasn't in her right mind before she passed.
Okay, but there's some sort of she was normal when she was born. Yes. Something changed. Somehow she was hurt and this shifted. Okay, thank you. She had a lot of trauma in her life, didn't she?
She may have done from in her past, yes. We didn't really speak that much. We didn't really.
Okay. Often when people have some sort of traumatic experiences, they have difficulty in communicating about them. I almost feel like she hid out inside of her.
Yes.
Okay. And she's a beautiful woman. She really is. And sadly, you did not get to know her as well as you wanted to, she says.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
She used to do some art. She used to do some drawing to help express herself.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do drawing of some sort, don't you?
No.
Encouraging you to do something like that to help express yourself. Okay. I'm switching here. I want to say to the guy, where's Clary in tonight when we could use her?
Right.
Yeah, she's one of the regulars from Guy's group. I think you might know the name.
Yes, I know her. Yes.
Yes. Come on, Spirit. Okay, but your mom. Okay, there was a little bit of a childlike side of her that came out.
Yes.
And it was very dear is what I want to say. And you have some fond memories of
very much so. Very much, yeah.
Okay. And there's a doll or a teddy bear that was special to her. I want to go more with the doll.
She may have had a special doll.
Okay. Because you know how we as adults can have a doll or a stuffed animal too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which, a matter of fact, I feel like you've got some critters, some stuffed critters around the house somewhere. That may be the animal she was talking about, you having animals around, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't always understand.
Yeah, I like animals, yes.
Yes, lots of love, unconditional love. Mom is talking about you needing to be more cautious with your hands. Wasn't an injury like Guy's dad had, but you had an injury with one of your hands that you were I'm hearing the word careless.
Yes.
Okay. And that you were being watched over. Your angels were right there protecting you. It's almost as if your hand moved into the danger zone, and somehow or another you knew enough to pull it out in a different direction to save you from receiving anything worse than you did receive.
Okay.
It's almost as if someone there was forcing your hand out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. Talking about A granddaughter? Somebody like a granddaughter that you would have? Like a granddaughter. Who's very intuitive, very spiritually awake for a young age.
There aren't any grandchildren.
Okay.
Here on the earth plane.
Oh, right, but you do understand how we can refer to somebody like a grandchild who is that age and fits in that role. No, huh?
No.
I want you to watch for somebody who comes to your door, is what I'm being told to tell you. Who knocks on your door in the neighborhood. I don't know if we're talking a visitor. It's somebody in the neighborhood who looks up to you. Being I'm going to use the word mature woman, okay? All right. And that you give a lot of wisdom to, for you to watch for that.
Okay, I'll look out for that, yeah.
Right, okay. All right, guys, what's cooking here? Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Well, I guess what I want to say is for me to keep talking here a little bit, because we did have somebody else who was checking in and then they bounced out. This was early on. Thank you. Guy, you know your little grandkids, they see spirit around too, don't you?
Oh yeah, I can see them like staring at something, their heads moving, they're following it.
That energetic grandson of yours, is that the right way to describe him? Energetic? Yes. He's got eyes in the back of his head too. Okay. And what I want to say is he's going to be a bit of a handful as he gets older. But yeah. Billy's saying, you don't have to worry, Dad. He's not going to be like I was when I got older. Okay. He's got, what I'm hearing is he's got more common sense than Billy did. I don't know. Okay. Billy just wanted to push the envelope, so to speak.
Yes, he did.
Extreme. Right. And sadly, that's what opened the door between this physical world and the spirit world for him. And he says you're extra cautious about other people being around. I'm going to say toys like that he was on.
Right.
Yep. And you're very cautious with your grandson and little granddaughter and wanting to make sure that the word is respect. They need to respect a machine if they're going to work.
Absolutely.
Okay. And Billy respected, but not in the way he was supposed to. Am I somehow making sense? I hope so.
Yeah, more of a daredevil.
Yes, yeah. Well, his ego got in the way. Can you put it that way? His ego got in the way. And watch for your little granddaughter talking to someone who's not there.
All right.
Okay. You're not one with the animals, are you? Someone else has got some animals and have had animals. Who's got the farm?
We've had animals.
Okay. Who's got the farm?
We don't.
You don't, right?
No.
Somebody in the earlier years had a farm.
My grandfather.
With chickens, rooster, used to wake you up in the morning. Somebody's milking a cow too.
Yeah, my grandfather worked on the farm just down the street.
Okay. You think of him a lot, don't you? Because you're in his region, his area of his home area, we'll call it, all right?
Yes.
Yeah, his stomping grounds. That's the word. Those are the words I want. And he's very fond of the grandkids. Okay? He would have enjoyed you as a young boy, all right? You would have got a lot of attention from him. And he would have been right there to listen to you, okay? Can I almost say you could be a little bit of a jabber when you were little?
At times.
Okay, that's what he's telling me. But what I want to say is the little granddaughter, she can be a bit of a jabber too, can't she? A little.
Oh, it's nonstop.
Okay. And what I want to say is he is there, and there's times when she is actually talking with him because he's talking to her. Okay.
Right.
Right. Somebody's got to teach her how to cook and bake because she's going to be a good one. Also going to be, can we say, an intelligent lady? Is what I'm hearing.
He's already pretty smart for not even 2.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Snippets. Okay. Often he would cook. The holiday meal was something from the barnyard, wasn't it?
That could be. I don't recall.
I'm feeling like there was a running joke in regards to, well, where did this chicken come from, or where did this ham come from? Okay.
All right.
He could be a bit of a joker. Do you remember this man a bit back when you were a kid? He could be a bit of a joker and try to pull one over on people, is what I'm being told. You may need to. Well, actually, you're probably the oldest one here now, right?
Actually, yes, I am.
Yeah. See. Okay. Because he's almost like he was a tease. It was a tease. He was a bit of a tease at times. Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, I don't have a clock in front of me to keep track.
It's 7:55.
Okay. You know what I want to say here is, for some reason, the 2 of you were supposed to come in, just the 2 of you. I don't understand. Spirit has got their ways of doing things. Have you two, Sharon and Guy, have you two communicated with one another before?
On Facebook, on our group.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm feeling like there's some sort of a connection there. May I ask Sharon, what is your second name, last name?
Dakin.
Say that again.
Dakin.
Okay.
Do you want me to spell it?
No, that's fine. That's okay. Just so Guy hears it. Because it's strange, usually I get a handful of people coming, especially with the holidays. Where is everybody? So, thank you. And Sharon, you need to work on your mediumship skills too. You understand that?
Yes.
Build some confidence. That's an important key. Okay? Like some of these things that I'm saying, it's like Spirit's nudging me to say them, and not everybody necessarily is getting it. All right? I have to, if I'm hearing it, I'm feeling it, I have to trust it, or feel around and find out that I'm on the wrong side of the track with it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like Sharon, you was it who somebody was okay, your mother, in regards to difficulty communicating. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she came forward and she was having, she's healed now. She has no what's the word, imperfections. That's the best word for it. Okay.
Okay.
Or illness or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she was playing the role of who she was when she was here, in the physical form, right?
Right.
Okay. Just like Guy, Billy would be hiding a bottle of, and I'm not talking a beer bottle. I'm talking some hard stuff. He's hiding it somewhere so he can get a swig on it when he wants to, right? And it's like, wait a minute, Billy, how come you just fell on the floor? What happened there? There's nothing there. Blah, 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 blah. You've been drinking. I think there's been some incidences in the past that you can relate this to, correct? Somehow
Yes.
or another, yes. And you had to kind of figure between the lines. All right. Yeah. Okay. And to punish him, it's almost like he just wanted to test you more and more and more.
Yeah, right? One time I didn't punish him because he had so much to drink. Says that was punishment enough. I hope he learned from that one. He was worried I was going to punish him, and I didn't have to.
Right. I mean, and you know what? Some of his punishment was for him to pass in the fast lane, so to speak, the four-wheel, right? Four-wheeling. Yeah. And that was his energy. That was part of his experience, but also that was part of what he was meant to teach you.
Right.
We don't necessarily have control over other people, do we?
Right.
We can try, we can do the best that we can, but we don't always have that control.
And no, do the best as you can, and that's all you can do.
And he taught you. It's like, I'm almost want to say you had to you lightened up a bit with his brother, didn't you?
Yeah.
But his brother had a different type of personality. He wasn't one there to keep slamming on you, so to speak.
No, he was very different.
Awesome. Okay, you know what? I'm running out of things to talk about now. You have a Santa hat, don't you?
Yeah, I've got one someplace.
All right, you're supposed to bring it out for the kids, the grandkids, okay?
We'll have it, was it Friday morning?
Okay, all right. And Sharon, Spirit wants to thank you for coming in tonight. It was important because you heard some things that you needed to hear. Am I correct?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And Guy, you needed to chill out too, didn't you, dear?
Yep.
There's been a lot going on in regards to everything around you. You needed to chill out.
Yeah, very, very busy.
Yes. And I want to thank everyone who came in, because as we work with Spirit, we as a medium put out prayer, and I'm supposed to talk like this for somebody else to listen to this. And it's a way of protecting ourselves, but protecting the message work. And to know that sometimes when a message is a challenge to bring forward, the person was challenged. Okay. And they're just testing us too. So anyway, but I want to thank everyone who came in for this evening. And I know other people will be listening to this tonight. And you got a chair out for Billy? You got a chair out for Mom and a chair for Dad?
We do when we have the family get-togethers, but now it's be small, so sometimes we have the photos up.
They're going to be hopping from house to house.
Exactly.
You have to do. And Sharon, you need to have a couple chairs out. You've got several people who are going to be hanging out with you, and you will not be alone.
Thank you.
All right, you will not be alone. And I want to thank everyone who's listening to this and will be listening to it. A little bit surprised that we just have a couple special should I say guests, special attendees tonight who got personal messages. And we got to remember it is a tough time for a lot of people right now.
Yes, it is.
But something that was important that came up a couple nights ago is the holidays being in the middle of this is really a good thing. Because what does the holiday do? The Christmas music, Christmas memories, it can lift our spirits. Lights. What is lights? Lights are tied to our spiritual connection, right? That energy is the light. And a reminder that our loved ones are not far away. They're never far away. Matter of fact, don't you have some sort of a construction project that you want to get started around the house this holiday time, Guy? You got a job?
All kinds.
Okay.
Yes.
And you would, if Billy was here in the physical, he would have been helping you because you need a second set of hands, is what I'm hearing. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And he wants you to watch out for that thumb. You got a sore thumb, don't you?
And my index finger.
Okay.
Arthritis.
All right. Okay. That's prime for us. So
Right by the thumb.
yeah. Okay. All right. Want to thank everyone. Lots of love to spirit and lots of love from the spirit world, and send some good thoughts to those people who need it, and have a great time with the few people you do connect with. And think about it. Is there somebody that you need to pick up the phone to and call that you may not be seeing? Someone who may be a little lonely or who may be in need of hearing your voice. Okay. I don't know if that's specific to Sharon or Guy here or anybody else listening, but yes, do so. And thank you all. This will be recorded on YouTube. I'll be posting it in a couple hours. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, solstice. So God bless all of you. Be well, and hugs to all.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, and God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Pamela. Merry Christmas, Guy.
I connect with you again, Sharon. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.